Alright, I apologize that it's been over a week. I've been busy as hell. Yes, I had a couple of equipment problems that I had to deal with. Loads disappearing I had to cover. Let's see, what else? Running my butt off. A car goes under a girder, shears off the top. Rusty and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Okay, today is Monday, the 12th of August. I know, I'm sorry it's been so long. I've just been running my ass off. Had a really good week a couple of weeks ago. And then this past week, I headed back home, and I probably shouldn't have, because I had said in my last video, well, last video that was longer, I did throw up that little 30-second Rusty thing just to have something up there, but how I did not have a load coming back out of Cheyenne for Monday after I delivered on Sunday night. And so, yeah, I spent all Monday afternoon trying to find loads. 80, 90 cents a mile. Please, I am not running that cheap. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Spent all day looking for loads. Finally found that if I drove all the way up to Colony, Wyoming, where they make the kitty litter up there, to a bentonite mine, that I could get paid much better to run a load. I picked up one going down to Sanger, Texas. Picked up Tuesday. So Monday night I had to drive all the way up to Colony, Wyoming and pick up. But at least that was paying over $2 a mile. So I took that down to Sanger, Texas. And I delivered Friday morning in Sanger at the Walmart Distribution Center. And of course, on my way down, I'm in the northern part of Nebraska. My yellow valve, as I push it in, so you release your brakes so you can drive, it's pissing air the whole time. I'm like, okay, something is going on. I've been driving long enough to know that when that's happening, that's usually a brake chamber, a brake can, as we call them in the industry. So I knew I had a bad one. So I called up to the Freightliner in York, Nebraska, not Pennsylvania, where I bought the truck and said, look, do you have that brake can? Of course, they looked it up. No, we don't have it. It's been on back order a long time, and the only place I can see that has it is Wichita. I said, well, I'm going through Wichita. Let me come through York. At least you can look at it and tell me which one it is, because, of course, they have two different part numbers for whether it's the left or right side. They looked, they found out the part number, and they said, yeah, Wichita's got it. So next day I go to Wichita. Well, now this is something else to slow me down in the process, and I had to spend, a half a day at Wichita getting that replaced. Got it done at least. And then I'm trying to make it down towards Sanger, Texas. Now I was delayed. And just as I'm about to enter Texas from Oklahoma, right there by that big Grand Wind Casino, whatever it is, Super Wind Star, that's what it's called. Get off at exit 1, because there's a travel plaza there. As I'm getting off the exit ramp, well, then all of a sudden I'm stopped. Huge line of traffic. And we're sitting there a while. Finally, they take a fire truck, they put it up at the top of the exit, about 10 minutes after I took that exit, to block anybody else from getting off. Well, there was a major wreck. Two large trucks carrying oversized loads of looks like a bridge girder were trying to turn left at the bottom of the off-ramp. And apparently a car shot across, didn't see the truck there or didn't see the red light, shot underneath the girder and sheared off the top of their car, ended up in the trees. Yeah, I walked up and talked to other people who were waiting, and they said they'd been there like 45 minutes to an hour. Well, you know what that means. That means somebody died. If it's just a minor wreck and people haven't died, they clear it up pretty quick and let you get on your way. But if somebody dies, they have to really do a whole investigation. I tried to get some other video. I'll show some of that here. All right, first off, this is what I saw from where I was parked on the off-ramp. Just flashing lights. I couldn't really see too much, so I did get out and walk closer and look. Yeah, the girder was trying to turn left there. Looks like the car had slid underneath, and there was a lot of glass on the ground there around that, so that tells you that the windshield and the hood probably got sheared off. Car ended up over there in the trees, and looking back up the off-ramp, I'm pretty far back up there. That truck's not mine. I'm even farther back. But yeah, obviously a major wreck. Probably somebody died. They wouldn't let me get too much closer, but can you blame them? And you can kind of see a little metal back there. There's the car buried in the trees. It's over an hour later. There's the car on the tow truck, and yeah, the top of it is gone. But the cops and so forth, you know, understandably would not let me get too close. But you can figure that's probably what happened. And now I was planning on doing a split because I was delayed already, having to get the brake can done. And I was just trying to make it underneath the bridge to the travel plaza on the other side, literally about 800 feet away. Well, because I'm trying to do a split, now I can't move the truck because I had to go on sleeper berth. So I had to hang on the side of the road on the off-ramp, which I never like to do. So I slept like crap. Still made it to my delivery the next day. And then I had a pickup in Cedar Hill, Texas, going up to Rochester, Minnesota, a Walmart, not a Walmart distribution center, a Walmart store. They're remodeling that store, so I was bringing up new stuff from the pharmacy. Okay, so pick that up Friday night. Make it back up into Oklahoma. I took Highway 75 up because I was trying to not pay the tolls. And then halfway through the night, you know, it's like 89 degrees, 90 degrees outside. It's humid, and my air conditioner craps out here on the truck. Okay, so at least on this truck with the battery-powered APU, I can run the air in the back and kept it cool enough, you know, 80, 85, to where I could sleep until the next morning. Then I decided, okay, of course, I have one of those hoses and gauge on it so you can check the refrigerant level. It's in the other truck. I haven't been able to move that over. Go inside, I buy a can with the hose on it to see if I can recharge the system, hoping that's what it is. And no, it wouldn't even recharge. The compressor, AC compressor, wouldn't even, the clutch wouldn't engage. The fan's not going on high, nothing's happening. So I'm like, okay, then I know for sure it's the AC compressor. So jump on the phone, start calling around. So I've already had one, you know, I can't call it a breakdown because I was able to keep rolling, but it's a pain in the butt that slowed me down. Now I got another one. And I found now I got to go backtrack the other way to go up to Oklahoma City where they have the part on Saturday and try to get that done. So I picked up the part at the Freightliner. They were closing at 7. So then I had to go over to the TA East in Oklahoma City and have them put it on Saturday night. So here's a shot of the new compressor there in place, the new air dryer in place, because when you replace the compressor, you got to do the air dryer or air filter, whatever they want to call it. So I did both of those. Here's the old one, and I figured that must have been the original one on this truck. So that turned out that was the problem, at least when I was able to diagnose it, but that was another $500 I had to pay for that, plus I had to pay for the parts. So this entire load I had going back up to Minnesota, the $1,500 I made on that was all eaten up by the repairs. Plus I still was hauling the load and had to pay for fuel. They finally get done with that late Saturday night. I grabbed a shower, grabbed a meal, got back on the road, drove up to Cameron, Missouri. At this point, I'd been up well over 24 hours. I was tired as hell. Caught up on some sleep, and then late Saturday night, or late Sunday night, early into Monday morning, drove the rest of the way up to Minnesota to this Walmart in Rochester to deliver, and that was kind of a unique delivery. Let's look at that. All right, well, I'm at this Walmart here in Rochester, Minnesota. They're remodeling the place, and I'm bringing in some stuff from for the pharmacy, apparently. So I'm right by the garden center. I was around back, checked in, oh, damn near an hour ago. Nobody was there. Finally got somebody else. Well, they said I had to come around front because the construction company's the one expecting all this stuff that I'm bringing them. We've already gotten one pallet off. They've got a forklift with a extending boom. I don't know if they'll be able to get all the rest out that way, but they're going to try. Trying to use this whole thing just to go in with a big boom and get them out that way. More power to them, I guess. Okay, then went on up to Northfield, Minnesota, picked up the cereal, which I've got heading back to Cheyenne, because now there is lignite again. That's why I was struggling last Monday trying to find a load because the lignite dried up. That's why I did the kitty litter. But at least, like I say, driving 5.5 hours empty to Colony, Wyoming to pick it up still paid much better than anything else out of the Denver and Cheyenne area. That is just so sad. Well, after I delivered at the Walmart this morning there in Rochester, then I went in and did a little shopping because I knew I'd be running real tight this week. Even though I got to run through Cheyenne, I won't be able to spend any time there. I had talked about before in these larger upper cabinets, you can see up above the closet there's that one right there, if I can point to it right. There we go. And there's one up above my microwave over here. Pretty wide cabinet, but my complaint is it's just a one big open space. And so I was thinking about building some sort of little upside down, little table thing or something to create a second shelf in there. And then I saw these at Walmart. It says folding stacking shelf. So I only need one, but the legs pop down. And I thought, well, this might slide in there just right. Let's give it a try. All right, see, there you go. The legs just fold up real easy. You just push them out when they're down and pop it up in place, and there you go. You got a little shelf I can stick up there. All right, so here's this upper cabinet I'm talking about. See, like I said, just kind of one big open space, and so let's see if what this shelf does. Yep, goes in there just nicely. So that'll be nice. All right, well, stick all our stuff back in and see what it looks like. All right, see, that works very well. I turned it the other way so I can still get that big box of Utz chips in there, but I was able to turn that shelf the other way, so now I've got room on top to put more stuff. What do you think? All right, now I've got that little vent hose going up to that vent right there for the whole rear AC system. So we'll see what we can do with this box on the driver's side. Okay, so after some reorganizing, then I think that'll work well for that side. I just do that bag of chips up there. And then on this side, I was able to take all my plates and bowls out of a box, and then I had a place for my trash bags, my quart bags for when I make sandwiches, threw a loaf of bread in the front, got hot dog buns up there, I'm going to put hamburger buns up there, I got to buy some fresher ones, and since these boxes will come all the way forward and will still close, and of course they won't want to slide forward, so it's a good thing to put on the upper shelf. So I'm getting organized. All right, so there's a look at the organized shelves now in the spaces in those cabinets. Looks good. So I was able to get that to work, so now it's something else I don't have to build. And that's one thing I thought I was going to have the weekend. I thought I was going to be able to do a 34 reset over the weekend and actually build some more things in the truck. But these two, like I say, can't call them breakdowns, but they're repairs I had to make. Ate into all my time, yada, yada, yada. So then I'm up against it again, trying to make things work. And then I picked up the cereal today. I'm heading back to Cheyenne. This is, again, a one-day turnaround. So I'm delivering tomorrow afternoon. I've got the kitty litter I'm picking up again because lignite still was not available. So after I deliver tomorrow afternoon at 4, they're going to take probably 3 hours like they usually do. Then I've got to pull a full 10 there and then run up to Colony, Wyoming, pick up kitty litter again on Wednesday and shoot that down to Seymour, Indiana. That'll be for a Friday delivery. Now, I'm not booked past that, but now the lignite finally did come up again. There's one available for next Wednesday and one next Friday. Now the trick is, from Indiana, I got to try to get back up maybe to Minnesota to get the cereal, to get back to Wyoming, to get the lignite, either Wednesday or Friday, and that's all still up in the air. Gotta love trucking, boy. You're just always trying to figure it out. So that's what's been going on. I just have not had any time to make videos, and I'm sorry about that. I've been trying, there's all these things I want to do, like the Throwback Thursdays and the Clutch Trucker Idiots and Idiots and Ass Wagons dash cam of the month thing, and I just haven't had time. Just been running hard and trying to make the money and trying to keep the truck running. It's crazy. I did finally get to use my new George Foreman grill that I showed in the previous video, the pictures of it at least, to cook up some of them Johnsonville better cheddars. And I recorded stuff of that, but this is going to be long enough. I'll do that in another video, and I'll show you why that's a great one for the truck and why I like it so much better than the old George Foreman's. So we'll do that in a separate video. Maybe in the next few days I can actually get to that. What do you think? So like I say, I hope to get more consistent. Just been running my freaking can off. brake can, I got my can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, so we'll try to do better about that. This truck is still running at least. You know, and an AC compressor and a brake can on a truck with 600,000 miles, yeah, those are expected. You know, that's kind of the average kind of maintenance. But it sure eats into the profits, you know. But it's still running, and we're still trying to customize, and there will be more of that coming up. So keep staying tuned to the channel as I keep talking about. I'm going to do this whole thing over here to cover the drawer system and put in stuff there. I'm going to build a little cabinet up there in the back, and I was going to do build a little table thing for those cabinets, but found those great little wire racks at Walmart that did it for me. So that cut off some time, you know, of other crap I got to do. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. I really didn't even want to do one tonight, but it's been so long I had to throw one up here. So thanks for tuning in for that. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll try to get more consistent again as soon as I'm not just running my butt off and have no time whatsoever. What do you think? All right. Please subscribe. Please like and comment, share, thumbs up, all that jazz. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Charlie Bucket, how many Wonka bars did you open up? 2. Well, that's easy. 200. 200 with half over. Again, no, just 2. 2? I can't figure out just 2. So let's say 200. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Where'd you go? Rusty. Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah, I know. It's begging strip time. Don't worry, I'm going to get him. Okay, silly dog. There you go. Oh, yes. Yum, yum, yum. All over it. Loving that bag and strip. Well, there's a piece down there. I see it. See? There's the cough. So if you ever ask why do I say if he eats too fast, then sometimes it coughs. Well, there you go. Because he is a meatball dog. Rusty, you ready for your next one? Hello, it's hovering above you. Hello, Rusty. Hello. Hey. Silly dog. Yeah, there you go. All right. All over it. Yep, got that piece. Happy dog. Gotta get you groomed sometime soon, buddy. If we can find a PetSmart that'll work with our schedule, right?